Pandora friends, my name is Leanne and I am mad for Pandora. Welcome back to another video. Today I would like to show you my winter bracelet. Now I know in a lot of the parts of the world winter isn't till around December, but in Australia it is very much winter right now, and although I don't live in a place where there really is snowflakes falling from the sky, I have done a snowflakes bracelet and I'm really happy with the way it turned out this time. Now, I have sort of messed around with it for quite a while and I wasn't really happy with it. Even recently when I was playing with it, trying to get it the way I wanted to, there was too many sort of, I don't know, just too many CZs and blingy blingy and not enough mixture and texture, and I literally added the one charm in the middle and I was like, huh, that's exactly the way I want it to be. So I'm really happy with it and I'm actually enjoying wearing it, and I hope you'll enjoy seeing it too. Now I have had the snowflake earrings and necklace for quite a long time now, and just because I originally had my snowflakes mixed in with my Christmas set, I thought it's really crazy. I'm in Australia and we don't have snowflakes in December apart from in the fridge, so I didn't really want to have it like that. So I thought, why not have a winter bracelet that is just separate and has all the sort of cold snowflakey sort of vibes to it, rather than sort of mix it in together, because I now have too many Christmas pieces to sort of have that as well. Of course I can always wear this bracelet at Christmas time, that's not a problem, but I just thought, you know, for winter, I'm going to have a winter bracelet and I'm going to enjoy it for a few months. And yeah, I'm like really happy with what I ended up with. And there is two really special charms on this bracelet that I want to tell you the story about them. And there's a few others mixed in as well. But I might just get started. So the bracelet is on the Smooth Moments bracelet, and this is a size 18. Now these bracelets are sort of interesting to wear. If you don't have a clip-on safety chain, they can be hard. If you want a safety chain, you would literally have to put a clip on the end so everything doesn't fall straight off. But this safety chain works really well with these bracelets. Now, in case you don't know about clip-on safety chains, they've just got silicone in them. And they can definitely be really useful. So this is just the Pandora Insignia clip-on safety chain. And I do find when I use this sort of bracelet, I can't fit as many charms on because the safety chain isn't right up near the clasp. Now this first charm here, now I have got two of these and one was actually a present from my mum, so that sort of adds a bit of meaning. So it's just the Open Your Heart in Open Works, and I've had it for a very long time. I've had them both for a very long time. Now the next charm I have is just a spacer, and these ones called Royal Blue Eternity, and they're just blue crystals. And they're really pretty, they add a real pop of colour. And I think that's the other problem I was having with my winter bracelet, is because it's mostly reds or reds and greens, I didn't really like adding the blue. So I really like the fact that this has got a lot of blue vibes. Now the next charms I did have for a while as earrings on the barrels, but I've added them to my bracelet because I have something else I'm using for that. So these are called Snow Fury. And you can sort of see why, like there's so much bling going on there. They are really, really pretty. But as you know, I'm not hugely into something that's really blingy, so that's why I sort of wanted to tone it down. Now these beautiful old clips that I have, I picked up a while ago and I really love these. Like, they are just classic old Pandora for sure. And they have the gold, 14 karat gold, just the little dot in the top. It's just a beautiful snowflake, and there's plenty of oxidized detail, which is great because it sort of tones down the bright CZs. Now, because this is a smooth bracelet, it doesn't have clip stations, so I'll just show you what I've done here in case you haven't watched my other videos. So I've just got one of these silicone like stopper things, and I just got them off eBay. And you can use the ones that are from Pandora as well, and that just stops your clips sliding all around. Sorry, I don't have much strength in that hand to clip that back on. They are a little bit spiky as well. Okay, the next lot of spaces we have, now one of these my daughter gave me, my youngest daughter, as a Christmas present, and then I picked up the other one, I think it was in the sales, so I got it before it discontinued. So these ones are called the Sea Blue Ice Sculpture Spaces, and they're really pretty, but you do need a bracelet that suits them. It's not sort of, I think a spacer that you could sort of put it anywhere on any bracelet, it just wouldn't really suit. But I like how they've sort of got like a circle stone and then they've got the long one. Do like that. And then the next two charms we have, they're both dangles because I'm working my way down the bracelet. Now this one is actually the 2017 Pandora Club charm, and it's just a heart dangle, but the thing that's special about it is it's actually got a little diamond. And on the back of it, it says Pandora Club. So that's really nice. Now I do have all the club charms up until this year's one. This is 2017. It's just like a little locket. I don't have a problem with it coming open, but I don't open it up that much. But it's just a really nice one. I didn't like it at first. I thought it was very simple and plain, but I did see some people with it, so I was like, actually I do like that. So, and I hate like having some of a set, but not the rest of it. And for the longest time I didn't put any of my club charms on any of my bracelets. I was going to have them all on one bracelet, and then I thought, you know what, I'm really just not wearing the bracelet. So I decided to mix it up, and now I've sort of spread the charms throughout. Now the one I have on this side is also quite special. And this one is a 2019, and I believe it's a Black Friday dangle. It's also the Christmas ornament dangle. And it's really, really pretty. It's got a lot of CZs, it's got the blue enamel, and it's got a little star there, and sort of on that side. Actually quite like this one, but I didn't like it as part of a Christmas set because I just felt like it really didn't go. But when I put it on this bracelet with all the blues, I thought, wow, that is really nice there. And that's what I sort of had to come up with something to balance it out. But no, I think it looks really good with the rest of the blues. And if I was living in a country where it was cold in around Christmas and stuff, I would definitely wear this a lot then. I just think, you know, some of the club charms go together and some don't, and some of the Black Friday charms go together and some don't. So to keep them all on their own bracelet, in a way, to me, was starting to get a bit of a waste, because I just found I wasn't wearing the bracelet. Now, these next two charms, it's not really what I would necessarily go for, being quite blingy, but there's a really, really cool story behind this. Now, one of the most exciting and memorable moments of my life, I got to share with my Pandora daughter, who, you know, she loves Pandora as much as me, and you've heard me talk about her before. She's my oldest daughter, and the two of us got into Pandora at the same time because she worked at a jewelry store that sold it, and that's sort of where we got our first bracelet. So to spend the night with her doing something really awesome and incredible was just amazing. So we actually got invited by our local Pandora to be their guests, and we went to a roadshow. So I don't know if everybody around the world's ever heard of a Pandora roadshow, but it was basically a night where they, I think, sort of celebrated people working at Pandora and all the different stores, and everybody could sort of bring a few guests, like from the different stores, so their favorite customers or just people that spend a lot of money or something like that. But of course we'd made friends with our local store, so they invited us along, and so we caught the train into town and we went to the Hilton, which was not a place I would normally go to. And yeah, like, we sort of had wine and cheese and whatever. Like, it was a really, really memorable night. And basically they had a draw that when you first went in, you know, you could fill out your details and sort of have a ticket, and it went into the draw, and they had, I think, 10 prizes for actual guests, or it might have been guests and staff together, but some were for the staff and some were for the guests. So I won one of the top draws. It wasn't the very top one, but it was pretty close to the top. And I was like, what? I never win anything. But apparently I win things when it comes to Pandora, because I did, and I was just like so overwhelmed. Anyway, I got this bracelet, and I did have to get the bracelet changed to a smaller size, but the thing that was on this bracelet were these two charms and also a beautiful snowflake dangle, but it was like the blue one, not the one I've got. So my daughter ended up getting the snowflake dangle and I got these two charms. So these are called the Radiant Blooms, and I'll forever remember that amazing special night and the fact that I actually won something, because yeah, like, maybe Pandora's lucky for me, I don't know, but yeah, it was an amazing night. And my daughter and I were like, I can't believe we won something, and literally, like, it was such a memorable night, so much fun. We got to watch the new release, and you know, like, people got awards and different things. So that was basically the story behind these charms. Now I want to quickly show you the collection that was out, because this was 2015. Now, you're probably not going to be able to see the whole book because I haven't zoomed out, but it was basically this collection here. So this was Fairy Tale collection. And so So as you can see, these are the radiant blooms. So they weren't a cheap charm, so I did really well to win them. But the date that they came out was October 2015. And the interesting thing about those charms is the roadshow was a lot before that. Like, I don't know, it was probably a couple of months or something before that. So I actually had those charms way ahead of anybody I knew, and they weren't even in store when I got them. So I thought that was really cool. And then back to the bracelet now. So yeah, the fact that they're sort of near the front of my bracelet, and a constant memory of such a great night. But that was the Murrayfield store that we went with. So if there's anyone out watching from the Murrayfield store in Brisbane, down that way, thank you for letting me share that amazing experience with you guys and my daughter. And yeah, I kind of wish they did the road shows again, because we tried to go the next year and they had invited other people and they wanted to give other people a go, and they said that the people didn't turn up. So that was like, well, we could have gone, but anyway, sometimes it's just that one night and that one experience, and you know, it's just a memory, isn't it? Anyway, the next charms that I have, and I bought these in the sale. My daughter had these ones and I always sort of admired them, but it wasn't until they actually went discontinuing that I thought, oh, I really should get those. So these are the beautiful Wintry Delight in enamel, and they've just got the beautiful snowflakes on them. But just, they really top off this bracelet, and I'm glad they're at the front, even though I've managed to balance the blue a bit, but they're right at the front, and I think they go really well with the radiant blooms. And this other little charm at the front is a beautiful old mittens, and I did pick this up new from the guy I buy from a lot, from his store, and they're so cute. I've seen them on other people's bracelets and I didn't really think I'd be getting them. And then I sort of thought, I think I'm going to regret if I don't get them. I just love how it has the bail the way it does. Like, it's just so interesting. And yeah, I don't know, it wasn't until I added this that I thought, yeah, that's just perfect for this bracelet. I really needed that. And it's funny because we don't really wear mittens or anything here because it doesn't get that cold, but I do remember at school we used to wear mittens, just the ones with the thumb and then all the fingers in together. So I sort of have that memory when I was a child. But then I'm sort of thinking, well, I wear gloves all the time now, you know, with my hand going crazy, and it helps with the swelling. So, you know, why not sort of think of that not just as a winter memory, but yeah, it's something unique that I wear little gloves. So I don't know, maybe it's only me that thinks like that, but I thought, why not? Why not have that memory attached to it? Especially in winter because my hand gets so cold. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Now I will actually show you a couple of other things that I have that goes with it. Now, as you know, I love these little hooks and barrel concepts. Now, I did manage to get the Black Friday charms. I do have the whole collection. And as you can see, this is one of the Black Friday charms. Now, I did manage to get one. Bit of a funny story. The first one I bought, I actually did buy a fake because my daughter had the real one and sort of came back the opposite, that she said, no mum, you definitely bought a fake. But because I had never seen them before and they weren't in Australia, I didn't have anything but hers to compare it to, so I sent that back. I found someone else selling one and it was legit. And I did have this on my bracelet for a while, but then my daughter decided she didn't want her one. So I thought these are actually perfect for my winter bracelets. So I end up buying her one off her, and I put them on the barrels, and I think they're really nice on the barrels. Now these barrels are the sparkly hooks. Well, the hooks are the sparkly hooks. So this has just got the little CZ in it. Now these are a little bit different to use to put on than the normal ones I use. So you sort of got to put whatever you're putting on, if it's got to face forwards, on the opposite way. But then we have the little charm. And it's interesting because it's CZs, but they're not like really out there blingy, and they're very, like, they're quite small, like, charm. It's just an open work charm, and the hallmark for this is really hard to see, but it's actually inside, so I won't be able to show you that. But yeah, I really like these, and of course I've got the little barrels that I use, that Pandora used to have. So just pop them back together. So these are the dangles, because I do have 2 holes. So they look really good. And then I do have the studs. So I've had these studs for a long time, and they retired a lot sooner than the actual pendant that was the exact same. So the pendant's called the Sparkling Snowflake Pendant. I didn't find a name for these, but I'm pretty sure that would be the same name. These are just beautiful. So I got them from the store, but the interesting thing is, how well do they go with a 2013 Snowflake? Just like a perfect match in my opinion. And then of course we have the pendant, which is the perfect match. So it's just sort of a smaller version of the pendant. Now I have been thinking whether I should put this on my O pendant as to do sort of a bit more with it, to make it a little bit bigger, but at the moment I just wear it like this on a chain. So yeah, they really go. So I love that I've sort of made my own set, which is always fun, because you know I'm very sets orientated. And then I also have this beautiful bangle. Now I had a size 19 and that ended up being too big for me, so I end up getting the size 17 off my daughter, and I said to her, you can have the size 19 to sell, because yeah, I really needed something a bit smaller. Now this has got the same snowflake, which is really cool. So this was just a gift with purchase at Christmas time. And this is the 2016 Christmas Snowflake Bangle, and it says on here, I don't know if you're going to see that, unique as you are. So like I said, that's a size 17. Might just move this out the way. And then another thing I have sort of made up. Now, this is the Heart of Winter bangle, and this is the actual clasp. Now, the Heart of Winter was 2017, so this was a gift with purchase at Christmas time as well. And I've just put the tumbling hearts that I had. These were actually my daughter's too. Seemed to end up with all her stuff. Yeah, these are really pretty, but I wasn't really using them, as again, they're quite blingy, so, but they do look really good on the barrels as earrings. So I managed to get one clip, which I've again secured with, oh, this is actually the Pandora one. So these are the ones you get from Pandora. See, they're like a little sort of a C shape. So I do use them from time to time. I just don't find them as easy to use because sometimes they fall off. But it depends what you're using it on. In this case, it's very good to use. So in the middle here, I just have the single little floating locket. Now this is just the baby size, and this one actually came with a little heart that went in the middle of it. So it was good value for this one, because you did actually get a petite for free. But I've added the little snowflake, which again goes perfectly with my set. I don't use the floating locket a lot or the petite, but I thought I really want to do something with it. I just find it a bit heavy on a bracelet, but on a bangle it's not too bad. So I don't know if you know, but a lot of people would, that you have to take off this locket off the bangle to be able to open it up. So you've got no chance of this just coming undone and losing the little petite out of it. But this little petite actually came out of the Christmas Wonder Petite Elements pack, and it had a snowflake, a Santa, and a present in it. And then after a while, Pandora actually sold all their petites separately, so I don't know if you could get the silver snowflake separately or whether it was only part of the pack, but then they brought it in the Pandora Rose, so I'm not really sure about that. But no, I really like this one, and I like how the rounder ones fill up the locket. And basically, to finish off the set, I just wear my blue essence bracelet. Now I did get a couple of more essence off my daughter. These are the mother of pearl balance ones, and haven't even paid her for them yet, but I'm sure we'll work that out. But I was like, oh, I really like the way they look, and she's not using them, and she was thinking of selling them. She has quite a few things to sell, so I was like, oh, they're actually really nice. And this one here is a lapis one, and this is the piece one, and I've always wanted this one. And so she had two of those, and one she decided to sell to me, but I guess she'll be calling in her debt soon. But I thought that's really pretty. I like it the way it is, and I wear this with my ocean sort of set, and it goes with a lot of my sets actually. So the fact that it goes with my blue bracelet is just like perfect. I won't go through this because I've shown it before. It's just those couple of new additions. But yeah, I think that's really nice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and I really enjoyed showing it to you. Hopefully I didn't waffle on too much, but it's pretty cold here today. Not like freezing or anything, but it's cool for here, so sort of an appropriate day to show this bracelet and my sets and stuff like that. So until next time, I hope you guys take care. Bye.